Bienvenidos al Centro de Artes Escénicas. Por favor, no ingresar bebidas, ni comidas al interior del teatro. Por razones de bioseguridad, mantenga siempre puesta su mascarilla durante todo el evento. La ceremonia comenzará en breves momentos. Les pedimos cordialmente tomar sus asientos. Gracias por su colaboración.
Welcome to the Performing Arts Center. Please do not bring drinks or food inside the theater. For biosecurity reasons, always keep your mask on throughout the event. The ceremony will begin in a few moments. We cordially ask you to take your seats. Thank you for your cooperation.
Bienvenidos al Centro de Artes Escénicas. Por favor, no ingresar bebidas, ni comidas al interior del teatro. Por razones de bioseguridad, mantenga siempre puesta su mascarilla durante todo el evento. La ceremonia comenzará en breves momentos. Les pedimos cordialmente tomar sus asientos. Gracias por su colaboración.
Welcome to the Performing Arts Center. Please do not bring drinks or food inside the theater. For biosecurity reasons, always keep your mask on throughout the event. The ceremony will begin in a few moments. We cordially ask you to take your seats. Thank you for your cooperation.
Bienvenidos al Centro de Artes Escénicas. Por favor, no ingresar bebidas, ni comidas al interior del teatro. Por razones de bioseguridad, mantenga siempre puesta su mascarilla durante todo el evento. La ceremonia comenzará en breves momentos. Les pedimos cordialmente tomar sus asientos. Gracias por su colaboración.
Welcome to the Performing Arts Center. Please do not bring drinks or food inside the theater. For biosecurity reasons, always keep your mask on throughout the event. The ceremony will begin in a few moments. We cordially ask you to take your seats. Thank you for your cooperation.
Guys, somebody left this, which is probably a USB charger, or como dicen ustedes, el cubito. Anybody? If anybody left this at the cover court, we'll have it with Mr. Carlos Corrales. Just ask for it. Somebody's asking for their charger, you know. Okay, we'll begin in a few minutes. Okay, for everybody that just came in right now, we found a USB charger. If anybody recognizes this, please let us know. Mr. Carlos Corrales will have it. This will be the first thing in the lost and found for everybody. Sí.
Bienvenidos al Centro de Artes Escénicas. Por favor, no ingresar bebidas, ni comidas al interior del teatro. Por razones de bioseguridad, mantenga siempre puesta su mascarilla durante todo el evento. La ceremonia comenzará en breves momentos. Les pedimos cordialmente tomar sus asientos. Gracias por su colaboración.
Welcome to the Performing Arts Center. Please do not bring drinks or food inside the theater. For biosecurity reasons, always keep your mask on throughout the event. The ceremony will begin in a few moments. We cordially ask you to take your seats. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, welcome everybody. We're so excited to have you back here in Honduras at AST. And since the Aasca mission and vision is all about leadership, camaraderie, and students, I leave you with our Student Council President, Ms. Camille Fischer.
Okay. Good evening, students, advisors, and administrator. My name is Camille Fischer, and on behalf of all the Eagles, I welcome you to this school's year Aasca Leadership Conference. We are so excited to have you at the Eagle's Nest and look forward to spending 3 wonderful days of camaraderie, learning, and fun. We really hope that your takeaways from this conference are many. We begin this ceremony by welcoming all participating schools, represented by 2 student leaders, one from middle school and one from high school. We have Village School. Colegio Internacional de San Salvador. Colegio Maya de El Salvador. Escuela Panamericana. Marian Baker School. Lincoln School. American School. Mazapan School. Escuela Internacional San Pedrana. Discovery School. Del Campo School. American School of Tegucigalpa. Welcome all. Ms. Liliana Jenkins, our school superintendent and the current president of the Association of American Schools of Central America, the Aasca, will address us with some welcoming messages.
Good evening and welcome. It is our great pleasure as Aasca to have finally in-person events to normalize what has been so hard over the past 2 years. So I commend you for traveling, especially those of you that barely made it this afternoon in buses and traveling, which is not easy. But thank you for supporting the activity, for supporting Aasca. Thank you to your parents for doing the effort of allowing you to participate in these activities. AST is here for you. If there's anything that you need, we are here for you. And remember, Aasca is all about being together as a region. We're no longer different countries. As of right now, we're all a big family. So welcome again.
Thank you, Ms. Jenkins. I will ask you to stand as we continue with the invocation. The invocation will be delivered by Viviana Cardona, our Student Council's Chairman of Activities.
Let's all please lower our heads in honor of the prayer. Dear Jesus Christ, we thank you for bringing us all together to cherish this conference. We ask you to bless all of the students who have traveled from far to be here today. We also thank you for giving strength to all of those who have worked hard to organize such a special and empowering event. We ask you to look over us throughout these days, to guide us, take care of us, and most importantly, to give us wisdom. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Thank you, Viviana. I will ask you to please remain standing as, as we will listen to the Central American anthem, La Granadera, followed by the anthem of the United States of America, the Star-Spangled Banner. Please be seated. I would like to welcome the members of the DIAS who have helped make this event possible at AST. Mr. Jose Rafael Rivera, Board President. Mrs. Liliana Jenkins, Superintendent and Aasca President. Our keynote speaker, former alumnus from the class of 1999, Ricardo Revilla. Mr. Ricardo Belgrave, Middle School Principal. Thank you all for being here and supporting your students. To properly inaugurate this event, we welcome to the podium our keynote speaker, Mr. Ricardo Revilla from class of 1999, with a special message on wellness and teamwork. He is a renowned Honduran entrepreneur and businessman. He is a jiu-jitsu instructor at the Valente Brothers Study Group and a former corporate lawyer for a multinational telecommunications company with masters in corporate law.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be back here in my house, in my home, in my nest. And I want to welcome every single one of you to our home. Thank you very much for being here and for lending me your ears just for a little while. Wellness and teamwork. It's an odd combination, but it's a combination that has a very intimate and deep relationship. Why? Because I can only be the best teammate if I am the best version of myself that I can be. If I know that I'm 100%, every single thing that I contribute to my team can't be better, at least for now. My mission is to always keep getting better. So as long as I always aim to be 100%, I'm going to be the best team member that I can be. But how do I become the best version of myself? Wellness. In our first slide, you can see that we have 3 columns. One talks to us about our spirituality. The second one, our physical states. And the third one, our mental states. Wellness involves all 3 of those aspects. If we are able to master each one of these aspects of our lives, we are always going to be the best version of ourselves. That way we can be the best team member, the best family member, the best friend, the best whatever you choose to be. The most important one of these, actually not the most important, they're all important. Let me rephrase that. The one that we're going to talk about right now, that has the direct correlation with teamwork, is the mind. If we are able to master our mind, we will not fall a slave to our desires. Now, desires does not mean that they're all bad. If I have a desire to be the president of a country, that's an excellent desire. You should follow it, pursue it fiercely, and don't let anything or anybody get in your way. But that's when the mastering of your mind comes into play. Because sometimes I just really don't want to go to work sometimes. I want to stay home, maybe watch a movie, or take a trip, or just rest. Those are my desires, but those desires veer me away from my goal, from my north, from my star. The objective that keeps me going. Master your desires so they don't take time from your goals. They don't veer you off the path. But it's not only enough to control your desires, because control takes a lot of work. You don't want to struggle, be fighting against your desires. So use those desires, the negative ones, I repeat, the negative ones. Use those desires and try to use them for good. Transform them. They are no longer going to be negative desires, but they're going to be the fuel that you might need to go that extra limit, that extra mile when you are tired. It's easy to say that you're the champion when you're fresh off the boat You haven't done a single rep, and you're ready to take on the world. But when you're tired, studying long hours, the trip you guys just made, and you're here listening to me, which I appreciate. I know you're tired. But this is what really counts. That is when you create those negative desires and you turn them into fuel. And that is always going to make us better. Now, when we get better, we have to try to make the people around us better also. My master, Pedro Valente, has this saying that I love dearly that says, if a selfish individual knew the advantages of being unselfish, he would be unselfish for selfish reasons. Think about that for a moment. It reminds me of a story of this farmer in the United States, blue ribbon seed for his crops, #1 in all the country. What did he do? He gave it away to all his neighbors. People thought he was crazy. He could sell it, profits. He said no. Why? Because if my neighbors have the best crop, and then their crops are going to pollinize my crops, it means that my crops are going to be even better. So why keep the grains to himself? He was unselfish, and by doing that, he benefited greatly. Share what you know with your teammates. Share. There's this American novelist, Zig Ziglar. I remembered, yes. He said, if we don't do more for the people around us, the people around us won't do more for us. And that is the worst way that you can live with a community. Be unselfish. Share. And I want to leave you just with this last slide of our Grandmaster. Remember, guys, I'm a jiu-jitsu instructor, so I'm not talking about lawyers, no. This is my life now. This is the most important title I have, besides all the ones that they gladly pointed out, especially the ones about my year that I graduated. I thought we were going to leave that out, but the mature mind gives without remembering and receives without forgetting. There's no better words to unify a team and to create a family. Why? Because when I do something for somebody, I don't remember that I did something for you. Just for the sake of, hey, an IOU, please. Yeah, I did. You remember that time? I hope, you got to help me. No. You don't bargain with your family members. You're not negotiating. Yes, I'm going to help you, but when I need you, I'm going to call you. You better pick up. No. Better not to help that person, because you're only going to be indebting him to you. You're not doing him a favor. So forget who you help, in the sense that don't expect or demand something in return. But never forget the people who help you along the way. And try to pass that along. Try to pay it forward. Try to remember these guys, these things, these guidelines, these things that changed my life when I was older in life. And this is the true fountain of youth. You know that I graduated in 99, so you can do the math. You know how old probably I am. And I am healthier and happier than I have ever been in my life. Right now, right here in front of you. Mentally, spiritually, and physically. So guys, be the best versions of yourselves so you can be the best team member to your family. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Revilla. Now, let's all stand for the Aasca Leadership Pledge. Ms. Jenkins will do us the honors of guiding it.
I pledge to participate in the Aasca Middle School Leadership Conference with honor, with dignity, and with honesty.
I pledge to participate in the Aasca Middle School Leadership Conference with honor, with dignity.
I will respect and follow the rules and regulations established by Aasca.
I will respect and follow the rules and regulations by Aasca.
And I will display a true spirit of collaboration, leadership, and promise to make friends and have fun.
And I will display a spirit of collaboration and leadership and promise to make friends and have fun.
And you are also pledging for the high school leadership conference. We have combined it this time, so let the games begin.
Okay, perfect. Okay, you may all sit. Okay. ¿Lo presento ahorita? Okay. Nos va a dar unas palabras.
No, can we skip when we're presenting the dais?
Okay.
Mr. O'Brien, our assistant principal.
Okay. We also wanted to present Mr. Eric O'Brien as our assistant principal. I'm sorry you were not on the list. You're still very important. Okay, so as we come to the end of our program, we invite all delegations to enjoy a special dinner catered by our dining hall. It's time to get to know each other and have fun.
Okay, a couple of announcements before we move on to dinner, very quickly, because we're going to be 3 days together. So, first of all, if you love the 3 days, then it was all done with teamwork and everybody worked really hard. If you hate the 3 days, it's Mr. Carlos Corrales' fault, okay? He's our activities coordinator. A big round of applause for Mr. Carlos Corrales. He's the mastermind and the hard worker, and he's also our Stuco advisor with Ms. Nicole Wojcik. And we have also our NHS and NJHS advisors here with us. I want to thank our student council members, senators, honorary members, elected board class presidents. You guys have done a great job. The great thing about this is, and we were talking about it with your advisors earlier, is that the school year we're starting with the Aasca leadership. So it's a time to exchange and share ideas and become better as a group, as a whole. You will be in other Aasca tournaments, including sport tournaments, music tournaments, ABSH, Knowledge Bowl, art, etc. And you're gonna have to remember what it means to be a leader and to do teamwork. And that's why, and to take care of yourself. Because as we go into the year, into the school year, it's gonna be a lot of stress. But this is the time to remember how you're gonna build your skills. So I wanna thank everybody for being here. We welcome you, and all the students that are here from the American School. We'll be glad to help you with anything you need, anything you might need. Any directions, Mr. Carlos Corrales, our principals, our teachers. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Ms. Michelle Schneider, our Performing Arts Center director. We're all here to help you. We want you to have fun and enjoy. So now we're gonna move on to the dining hall. I don't know where we guide them, Ms. Schneider. Okay, ushers. Okay, the ushers will lead you. And thank you, Camille, for a great ceremony. Una cosa, cumpleaños en la Lincoln, un jovencito que se llama Federico Chacón. A cantarle Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Federico. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Please look for Mr. Carlos Corrales for the tickets for your food, okay? Your advisors, please look so that you can give the tickets for the food.